So we just heard from Craig Casey there. Perfect timing, because pre-game you highlighted him as an interesting case in that he's de facto #1 at Munster, can't get on the Irish bench. Murray's ahead of him there, although behind him at Munster. What did he have to do today to get onto that Irish bench, and did he do it?
He did a lot right today. He managed to keep the tempo high, keep zippy. He was one of the things that got that phase play going. I think the only thing let him down was his kicking game, and he referenced it there. Very honest about that. He said there was a bit of a breeze, didn't feel like it, to be honest with you. But yeah, he put that one out in the full and tugged one in field a little bit. But sorry to tell on him. But apart from that, I thought he did really well with ball in hand. Just his kicking game let him down a little bit today, I think.
Okay. Caelan Doris, captain, sometimes when you're at the stadium you get a bit more of a feel for somebody, their body language, their sense of control over a team. Maybe you don't. Did anything strike you looking in pitch side on Doris?
Yeah, I mean, Doris, ever since he came onto the scene, he's looked like a leader, and there's a kind of an element of calmness about that Irish performance today. I think Jack Crowley, I know you guys have talked about Jack Crowley a lot, but there was a calmness came from him. Caelan Doris brought a lot of calmness today as well, and as a guy who just effortlessly moves position across the 7, it shows a lot of maturity and the ability to kind of really understand what goes on left and right of him. And he certainly seems like a leader. He seems like captain in waiting. And there's maybe going to be a nice period now of transition over the next couple of years. Who knows how long? Of Peter Mahoney, and just absorbing that. No doubt he absorbed a lot from Johnny Sexton previously. Peter Mahoney's there, put an arm around him, but he seems very, very mature, and he brings a lot of leadership to this team. Like the idea of Josh van der Fleer looking at him afterwards. Caelan Doris' face was covered in blood. That's a proper 80-minute shift at 7 at the coalface. But yeah, doing a lot of the kind of typically unseen work. He was a little bit less glamorous today, what Jack Conan shone. But yeah, I thought he looked every bit the leader that we expect him to be today.
Okay. And Ireland overall, Andrew?
Yeah, the calmness that just kind of came out. Now, it wasn't perfect at times, and there was moments of the phase play where it looked pretty. It looked like a training ground play, but that I think there's elements of that will come undone against, you know, a pretty kind of hard-pressed Welsh defence, and even harder-pressed Felix Jones's English defence. I think there'll be times whenever Jack Conan, what he did today, adds another string to Ireland's bow. Joe McCarthy, we've talked about him quite a lot the last couple of weeks. Just the ability to change things up. Yes, they can outfox defences. Yes, they can look for tip-ons, pick on defenders. But sometimes you just got to use blunt force, and Ireland have that string to their bow. So it was nice that they went to that occasionally. I think they're going to have to go to that more often in the next few weeks.
Okay, very good. By the way, before you go, these poor lads having to run up and down the pitch behind you. What's the story there? What's this punishment?
Yeah. Well, Ian Henderson came over, and I offered him the opportunity to have an interview. He jumped at the chance, obviously, because not because he was excited to talk to me, but the alternative is him run up and down the Aviva. Plenty of reps. I'm not sure. I think if they play less than 20 minutes, 25 minutes, they got to do a bit of running.
Right, okay, okay. We'll let you go. Thanks very much.
Thanks, fellas.
Cheers. Andrew Trimble there.